The history of architecture in New York is a fascinating journey that spans several centuries, reflecting the city's growth from a small Dutch settlement to one of the most iconic urban landscapes in the world. Here's an overview of the major architectural periods and styles that have shaped New York City: Colonial and Early American Period, 1600s to 1800s. Dutch Colonial, 1600s to 1700s. New York's architectural history began with Dutch settlers, who established New Amsterdam in 1624. Early buildings were practical and modest, using local materials. The Dutch colonial style is characterized by steeply pitched gambrel roofs, flared eaves, and brick or stone construction. Georgian and Federal styles, 1700s to 1800s. As the British took control in 1664, Georgian architecture became prominent, marked by symmetry, classical proportions, and decorative elements like pediments and columns. After the American Revolution, the Federal style emerged, characterized 19th century. Greek Revival, 1820s to 1850s. Inspired by the ancient Greek democracy, Greek Revival architecture became popular, especially for public buildings. Notable features include tall columns, pediments, and heavy cornices. Examples include the Merchants Exchange Building and the Federal Hall National Memorial. Gothic Revival, 1830s to 1860s. Gothic Revival architecture, characterized by pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses, became popular for churches and institutional buildings. St. Patrick's Cathedral is a prime example. Italianate and Second Empire, 1840s to 1880s. The Italianate style, with its decorative brackets, cornices, and cupolas, became popular for townhouses and commercial buildings. The Second Empire style, marked by mansard roofs and ornate details, also gained popularity during this period. Late 19th to early 20th century. Beaux-Arts, 1880s to 1920s. The Beaux-Arts style, imported from France, emphasized grandeur and elaborate detail. Many of New York's iconic public buildings, such as the New York Public Library and Grand Central Terminal, are in this style. Skyscraper era, 1890s present. The advent of steel frame construction and elevators led to the rise of skyscrapers. 20th century. Art Deco, 1920s to 1940s. The Art Deco style, with its geometric patterns, bold lines, and lavish ornamentation, defined the New York skyline in the early 20th century. The Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building are quintessential examples. International style, 1930s to 1960s. This style, emphasizing function over form, simplicity, and the absence of ornamentation, became popular with the rise of modernist architecture. Notable examples include the United Nations headquarters and Lever House. Postmodernism, 1970s present. Postmodern architecture emerged as a reaction against the austerity of modernism, reintroducing ornamentation, historical references, and playful elements. The AT&T Building, now Sony Tower, by Philip Johnson, is a notable example. 21st century. Contemporary and sustainable architecture. In recent years, New York has seen a boom in contemporary architecture, characterized by innovative designs, advanced materials, and sustainable building practices. Examples include the High Line Park, the New World Trade Center complex, and the Via 57 West Building. New York City's architectural history is a testament to its dynamic growth and cultural diversity. Each period brought new styles and innovations, contributing to the rich and varied skyline that defines the city today.